everybody. Wow. Welcome. Welcome back. Uncivilized. We're here. We're back. It's young guys, it's men living their lives. It's America. It's July the 7th. I'm Moo.
Brian.
Oh, yes, B. B Money. And life happened last night.
Oh yeah. Well, you bet on them Buckies. You bet. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Let's start this off with the bang with those Buckies. God damn, can they not disappoint me? Why do they always have to disappoint me?
I think y'all in trouble. I think y'all in trouble because Chris Paul is playing out of this world right now. 32 points, 41 the last game. If he does this for the rest of the series, it's over then.
Yeah. The Bucks, what I saw last night, I said, wow, these motherfuckers might get swept. Like, it looked bad.
Yeah.
It looked real bad. Like, Giannis is you are the best player on the floor, I would think, because you're the only one with MVPs, two back to, consecutive.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be losing to these guys. Your knee is fine. You're making cuts. You're dunking on motherfuckers. Poor Crowder didn't know what to do with you. And Middleton looking suspect again, Jay-Z's son, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday. I don't know what kind of, not another teen movie looking motherfucker. Drew Holiday, get your shit together, man. They brought you in there. You need to be the third option. Devin Booker is going from light skin to Wesley Snipes black. He has no conscience. Definitely Kobe is running through his veins. Chris Paul, the oldest nigga on the court, I think. The nigga got to be 35, 36 years old. Yeah, that's a grown. In NBA years, he might as well be 50. So, I mean, the last time the Phoenix Suns made it to the finals was 1993. Yeah. They showed a graphic where 8 or 10 of the Phoenix Suns players weren't even born yet.
Yeah.
Chris Paul in 93 was like 8 years old. Or
a kid. And
the coach, Monty Williams, was at Duke or North Carolina playing. He was at Georgetown, I think. And he was a kid. Maybe was he like 19, 20? Just a little older than what we are now. Because in 1993, I was like a junior in high school or some shit. So it's been a long time for Phoenix. Phoenix has a loud audience, Brian.
Yeah.
They have a very violent audience too. They just keep fighting people. This Phoenix, this Suns in 4, they fought Clippers fans, they fought Utah fans. That fan base is like a fourth. Is what do they call it? The sixth player? Because it's so loud in there. I mean, what were some of your takeaways? What did you think about the game?
I expected it to be a lot closer. Aiden did his job. Chris Paul went above and beyond the Call of Duty. Devin Booker was all right.
Yeah.
I think he came up with 20 points, but he can do better than that. They should just smack him, dude. Just get it over with. Just sweep him and smack him.
Sweep
him! and then invite Charles Barkley to the championship and let him wear the ring.
Yeah.
Be like, this is what you couldn't get when you played for the Phoenix Suns. Here, put this on.
Yeah, put this on. Yeah. Old Barkley, who oddly enough chose Milwaukee. And they chose Milwaukee because of Giannis. Giannis supposedly being the best player, Giannis being the 2-time MVP. If Giannis loses this, what does that mean for you? I can tell you what it means for me. I don't ever want to. He could never be in any conversation of being like one of the greatest players.
He's no longer in that conversation. He's been there. I mean, you got to understand they almost lost in the first round this year. So I mean, they barely got there.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. Yeah, Giannis is not. He's not that dude to me.
No, he's just not. He doesn't have. He doesn't have enough. He doesn't have. I mean, it's just. I hate to say it. Sometimes that African American is just different. Yeah. Having played on the streets, you over in Greece, you eating shit. You
eating grapes. Fucking playing in berets and shit.
Niggas stepping on grapes, making fresh wine and shit.
Yeah.
You know when your dad's eating a baguette outside, you might not be the toughest guy, buddy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. You got to be able to. I mean, you need to drop 40 on these motherfuckers, and you got Lopez, who's a smooth 7-1. You two should just be bullying. I mean, obviously we're jumping the gun.
They play better without Giannis. Every time Giannis is on the bench, Middleton go for 33.
Yeah.
What's his name? The guard you were just talking about.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday went for like 26. He almost had a triple double. Brooke Lopez go for 20. Every time Giannis is not on the floor, those three players play better. When he's on the floor, they suck. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is.
No, I don't know what the fucking problem is. I know the score was 105-118. Game 2 is tomorrow. And we just got to see what they can do. There can be if they lose tomorrow, it's over. I don't see how you beat Phoenix. Phoenix has home court, even if it goes the 7th game in Phoenix.
Well, yeah, Phoenix is not going to allow you to come back from a 2-0 deficit. Definitely not.
No.
Clippers had a chance, but Kawhi bitched out.
Yeah.
Wanted to sit on the bench, man. And I guarantee he's going to want to trade, too. He's going to be like, I don't want to play with these dudes no more.
Yeah, but then I'm so glad you brought that up, because then they talked about, cool, you want to play with these dudes. Where are you going to go?
Back to Toronto.
Because you can go to Miami, but it's kind of the same situation, because Jimmy Butler
don't want him there.
No. And plus, Pat Riley is not going to allow him to load manage. Mm-hmm. That is not happening. Mm-hmm. Pat Riley, who's known for in the Lakers, the practices were so brutal, the niggas looked forward to the games. Yeah. So that's just not going to happen. Where are you going to go? New York? You're not winning. Anywhere in the East, you're not winning, because when Durant and KD and Kyrie come back, that's going to be serious. Now, there talks about moving Kyrie for Dame Lillard. And I'm like, well, that seems very robust. I don't know if we really want to do that.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But I mean, I also don't believe in Brooklyn either, even with that 3.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, that three would have won this shit, dude. They would have ran them.
But what about that 2? I mean,
what 2?
I mean, what about Kyrie and Durant? Could they have won it?
Yes. If Kyrie hadn't gotten hurt, they would have beat Milwaukee for sure. Milwaukee was having problems with damn homeless people.
I say LeBron and Kyrie would have won. Kevin Durant and Kyrie would not have won.
Oh yeah, no, Kevin Durant and Kyrie definitely would have won. I mean, if Kevin Durant wasn't wearing a size too large shoe, who does that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you wearing an extra size shoes that it feels comfortable? That little inch on the on that shot would have went away. I like your take. I like what's happening with Brian right now. He's got some hot takes. We're gonna call those Nashville hot chicken takes from Brian. Very hot takes.
Little hot nuggets. Little hot nuggets.
Got an upset that happened an hour ago, Brian. You went to the Uncivilized right now. Got an upset. Roger Federer. Legend. Roger Federer for tennis. People need to understand this. That motherfucker is like, well, hell, he'd be like LeBron or one of those guys for sure. When I was not even a kid, hell, when we were in our 30s, Roger Federer didn't lose.
No,
he only lost to Nadal, and that's on clay, because Nadal was better at the French Open on clay. Roger Federer got knocked out in the quarterfinal stage, like the beginning, by a guy named Herbert Huzek.
Yeah, Roger Federer just had 2. He just had 2 knee surgeries, though, I think.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, Roger, you sit your ass down.
Yeah.
At a certain point, Brian, he was legendary. He had a good run, but Roger, at a certain point, you sit your ass down, dog. Now, I don't think Naomi's playing in this either. I think she's still taking it easy.
Yeah, what's her name's going to the Olympics? That other girl, Coco?
Yes.
She's going.
Yeah. And Coco is a badass motherfucker too, another Serena disciple. So Coco's looking good. Speaking of the Olympics, obviously, Sha'Carri Richardson looks like she'll be able to run the relay.
Maybe.
Like
I don't know if that's official. And then they also talk about Japan is about to ban spectators at the Olympics.
Wait a minute, what?
COVID. They're talking about banning spectators at the Olympics because of COVID. It's not official yet, but I saw an article on it.
So you mean to tell me there'll be nobody in the stands?
Man, that's what they're talking about right now.
Why have it?
I know you're gonna lose so much money not having fans there. It's a waste of time.
Oh, it's not even gonna feel right, Brian, without any goddamn fans in the goddamn the whole Olympic. You know they do that village march with the fucking da. So they're not doing any of that shit.
I mean, there was an article. I don't think it's official yet, but I read an article.
But you know what? Articles sometimes become true life. I mean, it is. I mean, it do be hot over there with that COVID.
Yeah.
If I was in America, I'd be like, hey, let's take it easy over there with that COVID. So yeah, if that doesn't happen, I'm not mad at that. Am I gonna be watching the Olympics? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna be checking the shit out. You know what I mean? Coco Wilmington, that's great. Shari running the relay, that'll be great. You know, American basketball is gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. I don't know exactly when they start, Brian. I think they start fucking soon, don't they? The Olympics, I think, ladies and gentlemen, start in like a week or two. So that's gonna be fucking very exciting. And something happened while we were away that also is very weirdly exciting to me. Is old thick cheeks Rachel Nichols.
Oh yeah.
Old redhead. Yeah. If you thought we weren't going to talk about that, people, you were sadly mistaken. We should have led with that. You know, she basically was speaking probably the truth. She's like, shit, I've been hosting this, and now they got the black girl doing it. Is ESPN just doing this because the black girl, because she's black? And Rachel had to come apologize. Kendrick Perkins, old saltwater taffy ass, and the other nigga, Richard Jefferson, kind of was like, yeah, you know, it's fine, yada yada. But Rachel was like, you know, bitch, you gotta watch it sometimes. You know, Maria Taylor is she does a great job. I'm used to Maria Taylor too now on the, you know, doing the commentating and shit.
Yep.
But I think for Rachel, it's just tough that hell. Sometimes these black people are starting to take your motherfucking jobs. I mean, what do you want to say, Rachel? I mean, and now you're not doing any of the finals coverage.
Yeah, they probably said, you know, we got all these white people announcing and everything like that. Why don't we get some people that actually played the sport? Instead of people that went to school for broadcasting and journalism. They don't have any insight on the sport because they never played it. But all they're doing is putting people in the position that should be there in the first place. And unfortunately, fortunately, but unfortunately, they're black.
Sorry, babes. Sorry, you're not invited to the party. Yeah, I mean, she is only on seniority is what she could even go off of Brian. But other than that, Maria Taylor, Maria Taylor played ball, I think. You know what I mean? Or at least she's covered a bunch of sports.
She hasn't played either?
I think Maria Taylor, I think she did play ball.
I thought she played ball, but
she looked tall as shit. I thought she played ball also. But she's deserving of this, and it's a shame that Rachel Nichols ran her motherfucking mouth, and now people are coming after Woj.
Yeah.
Wojnarowski. Amon came out and said, I know Woj ain't trying to talk shit about Rachel Nichols as much backstabbing as he does. And it just goes to show you in life sometimes people just have to, it's tough. You know, it's dog eat dog, Brian.
Yeah.
Dog eat motherfucking dog. And Rachel Nichols tried to talk some shit and talk shit about the wrong one. And she lost one on that one. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. Speaking of losing one, Robert Downey Jr.'s dad died.
Wow.
Yeah, Robert Downey Sr. Filmmaker, actor, died at 85. I didn't even know his dad was famous.
You didn't?
No, I'd never heard of Robert Downey Sr.
You've never heard of Robert Downey Sr. and you're an actor. I have.
Never.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Never. I don't know
his father was in the industry too.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't know anything about the guy. I didn't know he made any films. Maybe I would know some of his films, and I didn't know it was him.
Probably.
But,
you probably thought it was Robert Downey Jr.
I probably thought it was Robert.
They kind of look similar.
They do look very similar.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, he passed away. Robert Downey Jr. obviously Iron Man, part of the whole MCU. And speaking of the MCU, Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow comes out, and I can't wait to watch that shit.
Oh, that comes out before that other one with the 10 rings?
Yeah, because that Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow comes out on Disney Plus. I don't even have to go to the theater and watch the fucking thing. And even though the theaters are open, have you gone and seen a movie at the theater?
No, not yet.
No.
I know a Locas.
Yeah, but like going to the theater for me, when I still can watch them at home, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You know, I might as well just wait a couple days, and now Black Widow, you know, it's gonna be on Disney Plus, and I can comfortably watch it at home. I've been watching Loki. You been watching Loki any?
Yeah, I watched Loki. I'm still trying to get into it. I'm still like,
Loki.
No, I wasn't like that other one with the robot, the dude and the wife. That one was pretty good.
Yeah. WandaVision.
Now that one surprised me. I thought it sucked at first until that motherfucker came up out of the sewer.
Yeah.
With that bee outfit on in a totally another neighborhood. I was like, wow, that's insane.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, what's happening in WandaVision? Yeah, I like WandaVision, Falcon, and you know when the brother turns into
Captain America. Yeah. That's always a good thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was cool. I like Anthony Mackie as an actor. Yeah, it was good. It was good. You know, after Endgame, they really thought, well, even my motherfucking ass thought, I thought it was over. But really, it's just beginning, because all this other, I mean, it's comics. There's so many different stories.
Yeah.
That they were just telling the story of this one event, you know, and now when the Eternals come out with the brother from Atlanta, he's in that, in the Eternals, Brian T. Henry, I think was his name. And he's in that movie, and it's just, you know, it's just never ending. Motherfuckers that want comic book movies to end, they're in a rude awakening, because that shit ain't never gonna goddamn end.
Definitely no time soon.
No, not at all. You know what I mean? It's it definitely is the one, I guess, genre of movie that everybody just goes and sees. You know, it's very well, one is it's bankable because you have fucking comic books.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't read. Did you read any comic books when you were younger?
Oh, I have comics. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I collected them more than I did actually read the whole damn thing. A lot of the times I scroll through them. I just like the imagery in them. I read them, but I have so many comic books still. If you ask me how many I actually read, I was just a collector. I used to collect shit, basketball cards, everything. I never even looked at them. I was keeping them.
Basketball cards and all that kind of stuff is coming back now too.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
As far as collecting them, that's coming back. That's crazy. Yeah, the comic book, it's that was a craze when I was younger. It was a comic book craze. And a lot of my friends, obviously they still got their collections. You know who has a lot of them is Slayer. Down in Miami, he has a bunch of comic book cards. Comic books and baseball cards is another thing that he had. There's a woman that actually, I should have brought her up before Robert Downey Sr., because I actually watched her work with Suzanne Douglas. She passed away from cancer. She was the mom in Parenthood.
Okay.
Yeah, the Black African-American actress Suzanne Douglas, she died of cancer at 64 in her home in Martha's Vineyard. She was in Tap. She is a stage actress, well known. She just was in When They See Us. Just a great, really, really good actress. Man, cancer, boy. Yeah. Motherfucker can escape cancer. Cancer, there's so many different ways. It can be linked to hereditary. Some people say that the colon cancer, that kind of stuff, can be diet. That also can be hereditary. If a man lives long enough, he is guaranteed almost to get a prostate cancer just through time. So that you can
if he doesn't, or colon cancer.
Yeah, just in time. Like the doctor was like, you just live long enough, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
You gotta go take those colonoscopies.
You gotta take colonoscopy at 45. That's early.
That's early, yeah. But they normally find polyps all the time when you do colonoscopies. They'll find one or two, and then they have to check them. But
because it really starts at 50, but really to be early and be preventative, you should do it like 45. Definitely every black person eating goddamn catfish and raisins should be going and getting it.
Fucking eating thigh stops.
Which I'm probably going to order tonight to really bump up my colonoscopy in a year and a half when I have to take it. But yeah, just rest in peace to her. You know, Brian knows this. I've been really diligent after I do the cast. I'm gonna walk at least 5 to 7 miles today, and definitely drink. You just kicked it off. Drink water.
Yeah.
But your health, you just gotta kind of work out, stay healthy, drink water, kind of stay as active as possible. You know, and try to be on top of your, you know, your business, your health, and kind of go to the doctor, get blood work, just check in on stuff. Speaking of checking in, I'm gonna check in on my dog Brittany. He's still under that conservatorship. It's still making the fucking news. This poor goddamn girl can't get her own goddamn money. It's a goddamn disaster. But yeah, I just don't know what this poor girl is just to have to fight your father for money still. It's just goddamn ridiculous. You know, there's nothing she can really do about it because the judge, you know, just said, hey, you seem crazy. Maybe if you don't eat cheeseburgers while you're driving your car with your baby on your lap, you won't have these problems later in life. She got too much video. Brittany being Brittany, as they say. You know, you just had the 4th of July weekend, and that was a complete goddamn shit show. 86 people died in Chicago.
Damn,
Chicago.
dude.
Chicago's
a mess, man.
It's a mess. 86 people got shot in Southside Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, that shouldn't be a shock to us, but it's a day. I saw some footage of a shootout in Chicago in broad daylight at a park, though. This was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. These niggas jumped out of a car, and this dude had an automatic weapon, and he's shooting it into the park. You should see the dust kicking up from this thing. He's standing in the middle of the street like, wah, da, 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 da. The other dudes got back in the car, and they about to drive off. He's still shooting. I'm like, dude, your boy's about to leave you. Why are you still shooting? I mean, these guys like cowboys, dude. The weapons that they had, I'm like, yeah, you just spray that to a crowd, dude. You can easily kill like 10, 15 people.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You saw a video of a guy jump out of a car.
There's a video of a shooting that happened in Chicago recently. They had these guys that hopped out of a car across the street from a park and just start dumping into the park. Crazy shit, dude. I mean, like automatic weapons spraying the park. I'm like, and they started shooting these other kids across the street because they were across the street and they were hanging out around the car and stuff. These dudes got out the car and just dumped on these kids. And I know they were getting hit the whole time they was running up the street. They kept running and dudes just spraying them in the back. I'm like, yeah, you guys are done. You're going to run around the corner and you're going to die because I know you caught a whole bunch of bullets in the back while you was running, dude. Fuck, dude.
God damn, Chicago.
Chicago ain't no joke. Them little kids is crazy with them guns, man.
Yeah, no. It's Chicago. What is it? Park shooting?
It was a shooting at a park. I'll look it up. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm looking at it right now. Shooting at park. And this is on 4th of July?
I don't know if it was exactly on 4th of July. I might have seen it a couple of days before 4th of July. Chicago shoot. Let's say Chicago shooting on camera.
Chicago shooting on camera. Yeah, I mean, Chicago, great pizza pie, but it's a disaster.
Yeah.
A disaster.
Old Navy is this way onward program.
No, go ahead.
It's Deadly Roseland shooting captured on security video.
Did you see it?
It's it says Deadly Roseland shooting Chicago.
It doesn't show the video?
Yeah, that's the video. It's let me see if I can get this thing going. I'm not gonna put the sound on it, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what are you even trying to was it I seen news footage.
No, this is like Raw. It probably was on World Star too. You probably go to World Star and find it.
World Star would have it. Yeah, I mean it's just goddamn out of goddamn control. But yeah, Chicago, out of control. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I was like, do any of the leaders, anybody come over there and like give talks, anything to people over there? He's like, no. Don't nobody go over there around Chicago and fuck around like that. I say, doesn't Farrakhan and them stay down the street? He's like, yeah, he doesn't stay too far. But you never see Farrakhan outside of his house.
He probably got enough. Probably got enough death threats himself.
Yeah. He said he said, you know, the minister can't really go over there and talk to them. They will kind of listen, but it's just they're too young and it's just too many guns. And I'm like, where do they get the guns from, Brian? And he's like, just getting them. The kids just getting them. You know, they're just getting them. You know, and the cops don't even go down there really anymore.
Yeah, because they'll shoot cops
up on the area. You know what I mean?
They'll shoot cops. Dude.
Oh yeah. That's what the cops are like. I'm not going over there dealing with them motherfucking kids. You know, those kids are goddamn crazy. You know, it's sad because it's I don't know, it's just sad. And it's Chicago. But everywhere else I feel like the youth have kind of changed. Definitely in LA, because all the kids are shit. They're like, shit, I can make money.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids are shooting their videos. Even the cats that still might be doing gang shit is still like, hell, I got a web, you know, I'm doing comedy. I'm doing like, you know, my music. But in LA, you could actually see the money. I remember being in Chicago and being like, oh, there's Oprah's building right there. But it's not like I could see Oprah's house. In LA, you could drive by and be like, that's a big ass house. I can see the money. You can't see it in Chicago like that. Because it's basically all high rises. You know what I mean? Like a kid could see that Nipsey had those stores. He was opening up a fish spot. He had his clothing spot. I think Nipsey was about to open up an ice cream fucking spot. You know, you just can like, oh, I can buy this. I can see black businesses off Pico, down in Lamert. Like you can just see shit. Chicago, you don't see shit. You know? Sometimes seeing is believing. You know what I mean? And as a young kid, when you can see your, you know, other black people owning stuff, and also frequenting it, and like, you know, basically giving money back into the community. Down the street from your spot, there's a listen, my greasy ass. There's a place called CBC, like a crawfish spot, or like a.
Oh yeah, it's across. Yeah. I know what you're talking
what's
about.
the name of that spot? It's like CB something.
Yeah, crab and something boiled or something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's right across from the mall.
It's right across from the mall.
Yeah.
And every time I see that motherfucker, I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to try that fucking place out. Because it looks goddamn delicious. I don't know if you've ever eaten that before.
No, not yet.
Yeah, we might have to hit that fucking place up. But that's a black-owned spot. You know what I mean?
Most of those spots over there black-owned around there.
Oh yeah. You know, you might have the occasional Asian fish spot. You know.
Oh yeah, they do the fish. They do the fish.
Which niggas is gonna be fucking up. Let me tell you something, guys. I know. Stop the Asian hate. And there's some videos with niggas knocking the fuck out of Asian people and shit. Let me tell you something. We eating your fish. I'm gonna eat your fish. You frying fish.
Yeah.
You in the hood. You know, I know a lot of times, this is all over every hood. You know, and I was talking to an Asian buddy of mine. I was like, hey man, why do y'all come into the hood and like open up like niggerish things? And it's like, cause the rent, you know, the lease is cheap, and we really know how to fry that fish. I was like, oh my God.
You stupid.
It's the truth. Them hush puppies, that whiting, that tartar sauce they make. And it's that tartar sauce packet, Brian. You know, in the hood, when the tartar sauce is that red packet, the red writing, you get the tartar sauce.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I wasn't even thinking about a fish fry. Now you got me thinking about it right now. Yeah, it's yeah. Look, stop the Asian hate, but we're gonna eat y'all fish. Just letting you know. We definitely will be eating some of your shit. It's delicious, man. But anyway,
hell yeah.
God damn. Next time I come over your motherfucking house, we gotta go get some fish, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where should we go when I come over there? What's your spot?
Normally, as of lately, I've been going to Ralph's.
Oh,
you know Ralph's fries. You know Ralph's fries fish over my mind.
Brian has the secret of all secrets that niggas don't even know about. Ralph's grocery store, all of them in Los Angeles. You can buy the fish there,
and they'll fry it,
and they will fry it
for free
for you, for free.
They'll do the shrimp. If you want deep fried salmon, they'll fry salmon for you. Whatever you ask for, dude, they hook it up.
Brian, they have the seasoning right there.
Oh yeah, they use the good shit too. They use the good shit. Yeah.
No, ladies and gentlemen, this is like real breaking news on the Uncivilized. This is real shit. You can goddamn get seasoned fish at Ralph's fried for free. And it's probably the most fire shit you've ever had in your motherfucking life.
It is good.
Excellent. It's excellent. You know, I wasn't even thinking about fishing now. I got a soul food hankering. Then I'm after
Doolin's or Maryland, Chef Maryland's.
Oh, Chef Maryland's, boy. I used to eat on top of, they had like a little mailbox. And I used to eat on top of the mailbox and eat Chef Maryland's.
Smothered pork chops.
Oh, that neck bone gravy, no big deal.
Yeah, all over the rice. I remember I went there one time. He was like, give me some more neck bone gravy. I remember we went to your ass. Can I get some more of that neck bone gravy?
Ladies and gentlemen, he is not lying. I will mix gravies, and I don't even know if that's legal. It's the most niggerish thing you'd ever seen, because the pork chop comes with a pork smothered gravy, which is kind of like a brownish with onions. Neck bone gravy is darker. It's almost like a roux.
Yeah.
Even the bitch was like, damn, you mixing gravies? And I'm like, I'm that Alabama, no shoes wearing. I'm a mixed gravies on white rice.
Yeah.
I'm doing the cabbage, with the pieces of ham in it. Yeah. I'm doing, as the kids would say, Brian, I'm doing the most.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that. I don't mind. I might have to hit up a Chef Maryland's or a soul food spot and really try to live my life, get my dreams back. Because Brian's absolutely goddamn right. We was cooking, we was eating up a bunch of shit when we was shooting hood lessons, actually definitely hood lessons. Eating a lot of soul food. If you're listening in the comments, drop your favorite soul food spot in your city or whatnot, because I know we got people listening all over the damn place quietly, but it's time to let your voices be heard and start leaving some comments with the Uncivilized. There's something I want to bring up, and I don't even know what the fuck this is, Brad. Maybe you can make sense of what is critical race theory? I keep hearing about this. I
heard about it. I'm not really sure either.
It's like, let me look this thing. It's like trying to teach kids that racism. What is critical race theory? It is I don't even. White students will be taught all white people. Wait a minute. I need to see what this says. It's something about all white people are bad and racist. Oh, okay.
Which is not necessarily true.
That's not necessarily true, but why is that even? This is some fucking Trump, because I'm on Fox. This is some fucking Trump shit. Obviously, over 4th of July, Trump came back with he had a rally. It's amazing to me that people still think he's the president.
Well, they still think he was cheated. Like, that's so dumb.
It's just amazingly dumb, bro. I'm like, he's not coming back, guys. He's not the president.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And the fact that this is still going on is goddamn ridiculous, but it is. People still think, hey, he's coming back. Oh, Trump will be back by September. He's not coming back in September. It's just not fucking happening.
Yeah.
I think, like I said last time, I have never seen where a president who actually is in office like Biden is still having to deal with the last president like 4 to 5 months after being inaugurated. Like, why are we still talking about this motherfucker? But it's happening. And there's a bunch of crazy people out there that are continuing to let this happen. Trumpy, you're a fucking crazy goddamn person. But, Biden's moving things right along. I think there's a 4th stimulus check that people are about to get.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Biden's being my dog right now. He's sending out some more checks. And what's interesting about the stimulus checks and Biden and all this stuff, the unemployment. The unemployment, Brian, and you're with the uncivilized people, the unemployment literally, I think we talked about this last time, but it's still happening. We have a mutual friend named Jackson. Jackson has a big beard. He's been with the uncivilized before. And Jackson was like, I need a door guy. I can't find a door guy. But down the street from my bar, which is Black Rabbit, which is kind of jazz spot, kind of like hipster black people, maybe like hipster ass white people go there. But there's like a niggerish ass bar. I don't know. It wasn't there in Hollywood when I was bouncing. Yeah. It's like a hip hop bar. Yeah. That these niggas are walking in and like smoking blunts. He's like, oh shit, I can't really have these basically hood motherfuckers in there mixing with kind of hipster jazz people. And I was like, you need a door guy that can kind of quellish that. It's tough having when you have a brother working the door, because brothers like, oh, there's a black guy, I'm gonna walk in here, this is cool. But if you see like a white guy, sometimes you're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on in here. It'll kind of deter it a little bit. If you don't want hood motherfuckers in there drinking Hennessy out of their pocket and then smoking, like niggas are carrying in bottles, we'd have to deal with that shit at Cabo. Yeah. So I'm used to doing that kind of shit. But he can't find anybody to work door because nobody wants to work. Yeah. Still, don't want to work. Our buddy Zach can't find nobody. Nobody wants to work. We were at a restaurant. I was like, damn, it's taking a long time. The waitress said, I'm the only waitress here. I said, oh, well then fuck it. I can't be mad at you. You're the only one working.
All he got to do to get people to start working again is to stop the unemployment check. I know that's kind of fucked up, but I mean,
Brian, say it again. What do they need to do?
Stop the unemployment checks. That's all you got to do. They'll get back to work real fast when they don't have no check coming and they know it's not coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Adams has just fucking ended everything with common fucking sense. Stop the unemployment check. All that non-working, all that bullshit. If you're not getting a free check, what are you going to do, Brian? You're going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if there are people that have recently lost their jobs, then that's understandable if they're getting an unemployment check. But if you've been on unemployment the entire time COVID existed, which was like 15 months, it's time for you to get your checks cut. It's time for you to stop getting checks.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, whenever Brian gives you that look, when he's like, get your shit together. Yeah, it's been 15 months.
Yeah, you might want to do that. Get your shit together.
You might want to get a job. Because unemployment, Brian, you with the Uncivilized again, Moo and Brian. This is ripping and running right now. Just topics coming up. This one, unemployment, people not working. We're just kind of expounding our brilliant minds on it. So brilliant that the solution is just go get a job. Because what's going to happen in September, Brian? What's going to happen when unemployment ends? What's going to happen? A feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
Those employers are going to be like, oh, now y'all want to work? Now we're picking and choosing. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of renters that can't then afford their places. And they're going to be people getting kicked the fuck out. It's you better get ready for the storm. You better get a job.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
That's right.
Yeah, you have to. It's America. You got to work, buddy. Yep. I mean, shit. You got to work, and there's no other way. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I want to talk a little bit about it. We're going to close pretty soon. Another excellent one with Mo and Brian, just talking shit. You know, just talking shit. There's two bros talking fucking shit. These pods, Brian, that they're putting out, and I think they're in the valley for the homeless people.
Yeah.
And they cleared up like that Venice Beach area. Yeah. They cleared up all those homeless cats from over there.
Okay.
All those homeless cats, cleaned them the fuck up because tourists is back.
Yeah.
Because the vaccine's working, trying to get people back out. Mm-hmm. But now you got to put them somewhere, Brian. And where are they putting them at? These pods. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You got these pods. And then I'm like, wow, this is crazy. They're going to have a homeless village of pods out in the valley. It's just, what is your thoughts on, one, LA has some of the worst homelessness. I mean, California, like San Francisco's pretty bad. What do you think about these pods? And I mean, are they helping them get shot? Like, you know, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I say that the homeless population sticks out like a sore thumb here. They're just trying to move them out of the people's eyes, move them out to the valley, put them in pods. Mm-hmm. We'll see how long that works. Maybe they don't want to live that far from Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They definitely don't know how to keep a pod clean, so them motherfuckers gonna be fucked up in there. Most definitely. But I mean, I'm happy that they have housing. I'm about to start doing some volunteer work with Marquise next week. I'm gonna go to Skid Row next Wednesday, and I'm gonna help him out down there.
Yeah. Now talk to what's happening with that? What's the
well, he works with a group of volunteers, and he goes down there every Wednesday and feeds the people and give them like hygiene products and on Skid Row. So I'm gonna start doing that on Wednesdays with him for a couple hours. Just go down there, help out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people, just so you know, every Wednesday, any of our listeners that want to participate in this, they can just go down to Skid Row. And do they sign up or?
Yeah, you have to sign up. You have to talk to Marquise personally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but you guys will be down. It's obviously it's an organization that's
it's an organization, nonprofit.
Nonprofit. So there are programs out there. I mean, they would probably stick out like a sore thumb. You'll see a tent, or you'll see people who are giving out goods to the homeless. Yeah. And if you went down there, you'd see them and just ask one of them, "Hey, how can I participate or join this group?" Pretty self-explanatory. They're always around in LA, helping the homeless and having food, not food drives, but almost like feeding days where they'll have like, you know, meals and stuff like that. And I mean, shit, just can't have people like starving on the street.
Yeah, they feed them, they clothe them, they give them toothpaste, toothbrushes. So I'll have more information next week after I go.
So yeah, guys, I mean, Uncivilized, out there on the street. Brian's hitting the street, trying to make a difference out here. Yep. We're definitely out here trying to make a difference, talking the most shit. And like I told you, we're gonna keep this consistent. You know, have the podcast out, speaking our thoughts. I don't know who's gonna win this next game.
I do. This is Moo's way of not wanting to pick somebody just in case he's wrong.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick the Phoenix Suns again.
The game, and we'll probably do a potty right after the game on Friday. The game on Friday, game 2 is Thursday. So Friday podcast. Thursday, I got the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo winning. If they lose that game on Friday, the series is over. If they lose that game on Friday, I will forever shut the fuck up. I can never pick another game ever again in me and Brian's life, in the life of the podcast, in my own life, because I obviously am just a bad judgment of talent, because I just keep picking the wrong. I picked the Clippers, they shit the bed. I think I picked Atlanta, they lost. So yeah, they lost. So I just need to fucking not pick people because I don't know what the fuck I'm. Or I'm basically Chuck. I'm Charles Barkley picking the wrong goddamn team, and then yeah, it's just a disaster. All right, so we're gonna kill the podcast right now. We had a good long podcast. Got a message from Brian that we got to get out of here. I'll see you guys Friday. This is Moo.
Brian.
Take it easy, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Be funny, dude.